This story is one of the most famous and essential tales from the 1001 Nights, Arabian Nights, and it is the very first story Scheherazade tells to King Shahryar to save her life. Long ago, in a sun-drenched Arabian land, a poor fisherman cast his net into the sea each dawn, praying for a good catch. He was a simple, hard-working man, but his luck was as empty as his nets. For 3 long days, all he pulled from the waves were useless shells and tangled seaweed. On the 4th morning, his hope nearly gone, he knelt on the sand and prayed, "O merciful God, bless my hands today and feed my hungry children." He hurled his net into the water with all his might. When he tried to pull it in, it was unbelievably heavy. His heart leaped with excitement. This must be the catch of a lifetime. He dragged the heavy net ashore, his mind racing with thoughts of a giant fish. But instead, he found a large, ancient copper jar, sealed with a lead stopper bearing the royal seal of King Solomon himself. "Well," the fisherman mused, "this jar might fetch a good price at the market." He took out his knife and pried the seal open. The moment it broke, thick, black smoke erupted from the jar, spiraling into the sky like a dark tornado. The smoke twisted and swirled until it formed the terrifying shape of a colossal Jinni, a spirit of fire and air. With a voice that thundered like a storm, the Jinni boomed, "I am the mighty Jinni who defied King Solomon. For my rebellion, I was imprisoned in this very jar for centuries." The poor fisherman fell to his knees, trembling with fear. "Mercy, great spirit!" he cried out. "Will you reward me for freeing you from your prison?" The Jinni let out a cold, cruel laugh. "Reward? No. I made a vow long ago. For the first 100 years I swore to grant riches to my rescuer. For the next 100 I promised immense power. But for these last centuries, my heart has hardened. Now, I vow only death to whoever sets me free." The fisherman's heart hammered against his ribs. He was trapped. But instead of panicking, he thought fast. With a clever glint in his eye, he said calmly, "I find that hard to believe. You are far too massive to have ever fit inside that tiny jar." The Jinni, puffed up with pride, scoffed. "Foolish man, do you doubt my incredible power?" "I don't doubt it," the fisherman replied, feigning innocence. "I just wish I could see such a marvelous thing with my own eyes." Blinded by his own arrogance, the Jinni smirked. "Then watch." He dissolved back into a swirling column of smoke and flowed smoothly back into the copper jar. The instant the last wisp of smoke was inside, the fisherman slammed the lid shut and sealed it tight. "Now stay in there, you proud Jinni," the fisherman said with a triumphant smile, "until you learn a little gratitude." From inside the jar, the Jinni roared with fury, then with desperation. "Wait, forgive me, fisherman. Let me out, and I promise to do you no harm." The fisherman hesitated. "Swear by the name of God," he demanded, "that you will spare me and reward me instead." "I swear it," the Jinni's muffled voice replied. Carefully, the fisherman opened the jar one last time. The Jinni emerged gently, bowing his head in respect. "You are wise and clever," he said. "I will keep my promise. Cast your net one more time and you shall find your fortune." The fisherman did as he was told. When he pulled in his net, it was filled with the most incredible fish he had ever seen, shimmering with scales of gold, silver, ruby red, and sapphire blue. The Jinni smiled, then vanished into the wind, leaving the fisherman rich beyond his wildest dreams. The story teaches us that a calm mind and quick thinking can conquer even the greatest dangers, and that pride is often the first step toward a downfall. Thanks for journeying with us into this timeless tale. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you do not miss our next adventure into the world of folklore and legends. See you next time.